Within the many corners in Singapore, there is a place where every person calls home. What if that place gets taken away? Built and completed in 1977, Rochor Centre is situated in Bugis and is widely known for its colourful buildings. Many who have once lived at 200 Victoria Street, more currently known as Bugis Junction and Bugis Plus, were asked to move to Rochor Centre in lieu of the construction of the two malls. With the ever-advancing society, the old must make way for the new, as residents are once again being asked to move to a new location. Follow the stories of Dr. George Koo and Mr. Choi Siu Loon, whose home will soon be taken away from them.
My name is George Koo and I'm a general practitioner, and I've been practicing here since this area since 1963, and in Rochor Centre specifically since 1977 December. The early Rochor Centre was flourishing, full of activity, full of businesses, and many people came here because, like all things in Singapore, when it's new, everybody comes. See, and then of course it was prospering. Then over the years, it's sort of been run down. You see, you find that the rents kept going up, and that is one of the sad things. See, like in my case, well, I started with say maybe 1,500, then it went up to about nearly 6,000. You see, whereas next door to me, they were relocated. They came at $400, and now it's about 6,000. So many of them, when they were asked to sort of had to leave, many of them gave up for good. You're used to this place, you know that every morning you're coming here, and then you don't have to readjust to a different environment and different. So now the new place, I mean, it's not far away, and even our patients are there, but it's definitely going to be different. See, because for locality and convenience and all, this is, I think, the best in Singapore. Now, we are not sure whether it's going to be a total demolition or an improvement, because sometimes, they may acquire the property en bloc or whatever they say, but they may postpone the actual demolition. So, and in the meantime, whether they're going to allow this to be modified a bit, you see, like you take this the Bugis village, you see, now they were supposed to be demolished, but they're still there. So we don't know what the government plans are, see, because they have their own targets, you see, and their own. Most of us thought it's a bit too early for us to move, because we came here in 1977, and we thought at the worst we'll be here 50 years, because these buildings all were supposed to be 99-year lease. So we haven't even reached the halfway house, and we are asked to move. So that means we not very sure of what the plans are nowadays. You see, that means you may think you're going to own it for 50 or 90 years, but may not be so. If I go to the new place, because it's a smaller area and not such a very good locality, we expect our sort of patients to drop by 30%. So that means, whereas we are told, that always hope for the best, but this one we cannot, because we are going to a completely new area for us. Now, sometimes they find they have to see which is the lesser of two evils. Now, I think the places like the mosque will be intact. See, and I think even the Sikh temple will be, Kuan Yin temple, and the churches, yes. But I think many of the other places will be pulled down and new buildings set up. See, because as you know, the Rochor used to be a very laid back and not very good area, but now it's coming out. You can see all the new buildings, you see. And so, of course, different kind of people come here. Because the people who were here in the early days, they were closer. I mean, they came from the lower middle class and totally dependent on each other. But now different. Better. And a lot of foreign people come here. See, and then they, of course, have their own life, their own lifestyle and their own life arrangements and all this. Quite different from the early days. Early days, you depend on your neighbors.
My name is Choi Siu Lun. My occupation is security officer, and I stay here about 40 years. Moved in here about 1976 because we last time rent one house at Serangoon Garden. Then they increased our rent. Then we forced to buy one house lah, buy one flat lah, about 15K like that, 15 plus. Last time we moved here convenient lah, convenient to go everywhere lah. We stay here so many years some relationship lah. Yeah. Now know them lah, you like feel like relation moving out other place not familiar already all. We stay here 40 years already, sure something suddenly why must move out? Like feel sad like that lah, so long already stay here. Now the unit there already about 90% okay already. 嘎啷，没有感想头痛还要买这个装修啦，这个什么就是钱嘛，我们老了怎样赚这么多钱？没有，他们搬出去的有的是不是住在嘎啷，他建那个嘎啷给我们住嘛，有的搬去是岘港啦，有的没有啦，卖给政府搬去跟他的亲戚住了，还是女儿住了。这遗憾这边很方便，去哪里都方便，吃东西也方便，这边这么热闹，他们要这个为什么他们不要拿那个Tampines 啦、尼顺啊，不要，那拿这边是很好的地方我们习惯了这边搬去那边不习惯了，没有办法啦，要自己住久就会了，我们住哪里会久？那边10年最多，10年就18岁了嘞。他早给我们办就好了，好像早10年这样啦。
You can only adapt up to a certain stage. You see, because as I said, whatever it is, even you are moving upwards, it's a bit difficult. But you're moving downwards, even more difficult. Been here since 1963, and even before I went to England, I was working here for a while. So I've seen all the changes, and I've seen the place growing up. And of course, you're happy, that you know this area well. In fact, this is the area I know best. Rather than hospitals where I work overseas and all that. But this one, as I said, I spent the better part of my life here. The best part of my life here. See?
Like the famous Sungai Road and Funan IT Mall, Rochor Centre, like many other famous landmarks, are due to be torn down in late 2016 to make way for the new North-South Expressway to be built. Residents and shop owners have been moving out since 2015, chucking memories aside and moving on to a new life. But what defines a home? Is it the place where one feels most comfortable? Is it the place where your memories stay intact? Or maybe it's the place you spend your every night at. Regardless, there is always one special place that people will hold dear to their hearts. Places and people will come and go. There is nothing we can do but wait for the next move. Is there really nothing we can do to help? Is there really nothing we can say?